Jerry Hobson is looking down on the camp he has called home for the past year. It's just off Riverside Drive in downtown Macon. He uses a mattress to sleep on and sometimes builds a fire to stay warm and cook food. Hobson says he likes it here and he's not leaving.
And I'm staying down here in the woods. Don't nobody bother me, and I don't want anybody to come down here and bother me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is my spot. Just leave me alone. I'm from Macon, and I'm going to stay right here in Macon.
Hobson says the police didn't bother him Wednesday. Other homeless people living in tents were left alone too, like the people living in this tent under the Spring Street Bridge. Another couple has lived in this tent under Coliseum Drive for 2 months. They fear police will come after them next.
They would take away the only home that we have. And this is how we live right here. It's not that we're not trying to make a difference out here and move forward, but this is all we have. And if they load this place up right here, our home, and load it up on a dump truck, then we don't have nothing left.
Wednesday, police focused their effort on some homeless people living under the I-16 bridge at Spring Street. A few men were forced to leave that location, a move Hobson says won't last.
If people don't have any place to stay, if they want to stay under the bridge, they run them off. They want to clean up this spot, that's fine. They're going to go right back up under the bridge.
Terry Mann, 13 WMAZ, Eyewitness News.
That's a Jersey bull.
Jersey bull.
Jeff Wooten has been a dairy farmer all his life. The land and the dairy business have been in his family for 100 years, and he doesn't remember a time worse than right now.
09 is going to be a rough year, but it basically started back in the fall.
The price of milk is half of what it was a year ago, while the cost of feed, transportation, labor, and land have gone up.
Our price will be, that we get for our milk will be less than what it costs to produce it. And that in turn, a lot of people are going to have to borrow money to survive, or either go back into the savings.
What we're looking at right now are depressed milk prices again.
Keith Fielder works for the University of Georgia Extension Service. He says this is the time of year when farmers have to buy fertilizer and run tractors, not to mention paying veterinary costs. Fielder says many dairy farmers are forced to sell off cows or leave the dairy business altogether.
And they have to absorb all of this and then still try to make a living off of what they're being paid for their milk. And that price is going down.
Jeff Wooten says the price is so low it won't even cover his feed costs.
It's just like a roller coaster, and it's getting worse and worse.
Here in Putnam County, dairy farmers are just hoping they can weather the storm and maybe next year will be better. I'm Terry Mann, 13 WMAZ Eyewitness News. Here in Macon County, peanuts are big business, but with the recent salmonella scare, some peanut farmers are concerned they won't be able to turn a profit this year.
That's what our peanuts look like. That's what we sell.
Donald Chase has been growing peanuts on his family farm for 20 years. His father has been doing it for more than 50 years, and he's never had a year where they've gone this late without a contract offer.
It doesn't look too good right now.
Peanuts are typically planted in May and harvested in October. The Chase family devotes 400 acres to peanuts. They usually have their crops sold by now, but they haven't had any reasonable offers.
I think it's kind of scary. There are no contracts available at the moment. We don't have, just not really looking promising.
The work of preparing for this year's crop continues. The Chases have more than $500,000 invested in equipment to plant seeds, water crops, and harvest the peanuts. So switching to a different crop is not an option.
We wouldn't want the contract if we weren't going to make any money. But so we'll look at the contract comes along that we can make some money. It won't be a lot, but we would sign it.
On the Chase farm, it's business as usual, with the hope the salmonella scare will blow over soon and peanut prices will go up. Terry Mann, 13 WMAZ Eyewitness News.